my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A. I know you guys have a lot of questions for me about my career, my academic path, and basically what I did to get to where I'm at now. So let's get started with this video. So I'm going to be reading the questions off my phone. And the first question comes from Bad and Bougie 225. Okay, girl. And she asks, what is your purpose? What's your purpose? No, I'm just kidding. But my purpose is to prevent illness and spread happiness in every way that I can, whether it's in the workplace or on a day-to-day basis. Second question comes from Puerto Rican Doll 225. And she asks, explain how you came to understand your purpose. Well, I came to understand my purpose in my SLS class when we did various discussions about our purpose, and all the homework assignment had to do with basically what you wanted to do in your life. And that really helped me realize my purpose. So shout out to Professor Guillaume at Valencia College. She helped me find my purpose. Next question comes from Amanda 24, and she says, how does your purpose relate to your values, goals, interests, and or strengths? So my purpose relates to my interests because, my main interest is YouTube, and I'm here to have a platform where I can spread happiness to all of my subscribers. And, I want you guys to come onto my channel when you're in need of a laugh. It relates to my goals as well, because the main goal in life is just to be happy, be content with myself and what I'm doing in life. Next question comes from Evie.n, and she asks, how does your purpose relate to your career goals? So my purpose relates to my career goals because I'll get into what my career is in a bit, but I have a huge role to play in when it comes to preventing illnesses because, I'm the first person that the people come to when they have a concern and they need a confirmation on what that concern is. So I want to prevent illness in that sense, and I want to spread happiness in the workplace. And by doing so, I will be able to give them good news on something that they maybe were concerned about, and it's not a problem anymore. Next question, what is your career? My career, I am a diagnostic medical sonographer or an ultrasound tech, they're the same thing. Next question, oh, I forgot the name. The name for that one was Wilmar. Thank you, Wilmar, for that question. Next question comes from Sarika 2012. Thank you. Describe your profession, including job duties and daily routines. Okay, so diagnostic medical sonographers use specialized equipment to capture images that a doctor may have concerns about with their patients' bodies. And also, the fun part, they get to look at, expecting mothers and see how everything's going with the baby. And, that's my favorite part of the job, just seeing the babies, making sure everything is okay. What else? Yeah, so just, my job requires knowing the equipment. Okay, next question comes from Jessica Rios. And Jessica asked, during the final semesters in college and following graduation from college, what was my career pathway? So I got my Associate of Science in Diagnostic Medical Sonography. And I did that in a program that Valencia had to offer over at West Campus. And following that, I was able to do an internship at Advent Health. And right after I graduated, I got a job at Advent Health, which was very helpful. After that, I got the job in 2023. A couple years later, in 2025, I got a job at my dream place, which was the Winnie Palmer's Hospital for Women and Children. And that was my dream job because since I was little, I always wanted to work with women and children, and being able to work at a hospital that specializes in only that was a dream come true. So yeah, that's how I got to where I am right now, which that is the hospital that I'm currently working in, for those of you who asked that question as well. And I love it there, and I hope to work there long term. Next question comes from Rebecca 2013, and she asked, what are the general workforce skills that are needed for a diagnostic medical sonographer? So you need to know your medical terminology, you need to know how to work with the equipment, you need to know what pictures to take and to send to the physician, and you need to have good communication skills with your physician, because lots of people get confused and think that diagnostic medical sonographers are the one who give the diagnosis, but it's actually the physician who gives a diagnosis. We just take the pictures and send it off to them and get confirmation on what we think the diagnosis is. But that's the best part of my job. I don't have to diagnose. I don't want to deal with, any diagnosing, because it could be sad sometimes. Next question comes from Jaylene, and she asks, what degree do I have? Okay, so I answered this in the previous question. I have my Associate of Science from Valencia. Shout out to Valencia once again. And she also asked, which this is a very good question, how did you pay for your degree? And I am one of the lucky few who was able to have the financial aid, the sufficient amount of financial aid to complete all 4 years that were needed for my prerequisites and for the program that I got into. So the Pell Grant covered all of that. If not, I would have been paying about $24,000 out of pocket. And I'm glad I didn't have to do that. So also a big shout out to financial aid. Marcy asks, what steps did you take to ensure that you successfully completed your degree? So the first thing, my freshman year of college, we did a life map, my plan thing that Valencia offered for us. And that really helped me know what careers were best for me based off of my personality. Honestly, that was the most helpful thing for me, because I can be very indecisive, and I was very indecisive when it came to choosing a career. So being able to take a test that basically pointed me in the right direction was great for me. Another thing was always being at the Advisor Center, making sure that I was taking the classes that I needed to take to be on the right track. And the third thing for me would be tutoring. I was always getting tutoring because your girl was not good at math, and I still am not. Just don't ask me about math or writing essays. I was always in there for that too. So they have a bunch of great people who will help you if you need the help. So I'm thankful for that. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to answer all of your questions, but unfortunately, I cannot. So if you have any more questions, make sure to just leave a comment down below, and make sure to turn on the notification bell to receive a notification every time I post. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.